Recently I had the chance to sit down and watch Chips. I was actually looking forward to seeing this movie because I had a lot of fun with the old TV show when I was a kid. Needless to say, it was a disappointment. But it got me thinking about other movies based on old TV shows. Were any of them really that good? So I decided to go back and look at 1987's Dragnet, starring Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. Hollywood, California, home to 90,000. This is the city where movies of all different genres and budgets are born and raised. Many movies aspire to be good and loved. Some just want to have fun. Others just want to make a quick buck. This is where I come in. This is Moviefilm. I carry popcorn. Dan Aykroyd plays Joe Friday, nephew of Joe Friday. He really looks up to his uncle and wants to follow in his footsteps. A group calling themselves Pagans is committing crime all over the city, and it's up to Joe to figure out what's going on. Unfortunately, his longtime partner won't be there to help him.
The face of crime. It just gets bigger and badder and uglier every day. My partner's name is Frank Smith. The boss is Captain Gannon. My name's Friday.
Joe?
Captain, Frank's late. Must have been held up in traffic.
Frank won't be coming in today, Joe.
24-hour virus?
Or tomorrow.
48?
Frank quit. Bought a goat farm. Moved to Ukiah. Left you this note. He was too broken up to talk about it. Said he knew you'd understand.
Every man has a dream to chase. Frank's was that goat farm. Sure, Captain, I understand. But tell me something.
Yeah?
Those 3.6 million citizens out there, the ones who expected him to be on the job this morning, will they understand?
So he gets a new partner in Pep Strebeck.
It's a dress code for detectives in robbery homicide. Section 3-605, .10, .20, .22, .24, .26, .50, .70, .80. It specifies clean shirt, short hair, tie, pressed trousers, sports jacket or suit, and leather shoes, preferably with a high shine on them.
They start working on the case, constantly butting heads due to their differences in style and attitude, in typical buddy cop fashion.
You know, Friday, we're allowed to go 55. On some occasions, even faster.
I'm well aware of the federally mandated speed limits, Strebeck. But did it ever occur to you that by going 8 miles an hour slower, we might save some gasoline and ease the burden on the poor taxpayers out there who pay our salaries?
Their investigation leads them all over town, starting at the zoo.
Ma'am, what is the approximate dry weight of the average Madagascar fruit tree bat?
You mean you don't know?
They visit Jerry Caesar, played by Dabney Coleman. He's basically Hugh Hefner.
My publishing company is not a private platform for any bunch of yahoos that just come along. I don't care how many copies they buy. Just because they got First Amendment rights, that doesn't mean I have to publish their junk. I've got First Amendment rights too. Look them up, Friday.
He plays the part with this funny lisp that kind of reminds me of Dusty Rhodes.
Back on World Championship Wrestling, this man, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, at one time held that world television title, now held by Tully Blanchard along with Baby Doll.
You know, traveling throughout this country, Dusty Rhodes is recognized everywhere because of his hats, not his eyes.
They get a tip about a guy named Emil Muzz and go to visit his sweet elderly landlady.
At this time of day, it took us 20 minutes to get there. The complainant was the landlady, one Enid Borden. Some pagan cards had been found.
What the hell do you want?
The high point of the movie for me is when they go undercover to a secret pagan meeting. Unfortunately, this happens about 35 minutes into the movie, leaving over an hour left to go. There are still plenty of good parts coming up, but at times it feels like the movie is starting to drag. No pun intended. Dan Aykroyd has mentioned his love for the 1960s Dragnet in the past. He not only starred in this movie, but he also helped write it. He and Tom Hanks are both great in this, which shouldn't really be a surprise to anybody. Dragnet isn't a reboot or remake of the television show, it's more of a continuation of it. Dan Aykroyd plays a character related to and heavily imitating a character from the 1960s show, and Harry Morgan reprises his role as Bill Gannon. This gives the movie a connection to the television show both in spirit and in story, something a lot of other movies based on TV shows don't really have. At a running time of 1 hour and 36 minutes, it feels just a tad too long, but it's still pretty funny and I enjoy the performances. I'll give Dragnet a 6.5 out of 10. Did you enjoy Dragnet? Are there any movies based on TV shows that you think are good? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Thank you for watching.
This music